Today is August 28th, Wednesday, and today I learned two things. The first thing that I learned today that I think it actually relates to what I learned yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, then it was titled, Your Expectations for Yourself Are Too High. And I talked about how I was feeling bad about the fact that I didn't do as much as I usually did other days and like that kind of thing. But today, I've learned that other people's expectations for you are too high. I don't know, I constantly think about the fact that the way, at least in the United States, the way we work is that you go to school, you do K through 12, graduate high school, go to college, become like a lawyer or like get a degree, get a job, and stay in that job for like forever and retire with magically the amount of money that you need. But that just doesn't work. Like, we expect ourselves and other people expect of us to know what we want to do for the rest of our lives when we're like 18 or even 16 or 17. Like, that's when people are like, oh, what are you gonna major in? Like, I don't know. Now, obviously I'm 15, so I'm not really there yet, but I have experienced this through all of my other siblings. And it's just crazy to me that people expect an answer when they're like, what do you want to major in? What do you want to do for the rest of your life? Like, how are we supposed to know? How are they supposed to know? I don't know, it's just weird that the way the world works, you can't just want to do something and get that thing done. Like, you have to work towards that thing. And you have to put in the extra work, and you have to do things that most people don't do. I don't know, imagine how easy it would be if you just wanted to do something and then someone knew that you wanted to do that thing, so then you just did it. Like, I feel like that's how we think about what we want our world to be. We just think that if we want it and if we know how to do it, then it'll become a reality, even though the reality is we need to actually take action and put in the extra work and do the extra stuff earlier in order to make that thing happen. Like, the reason I say this is because literally like 5 minutes ago, my sister is like having to do like college stuff. I don't know, like, people expect you to know more than you actually do. And in order to achieve things that are hard to achieve, you have to actually like know the right things, do the right things at the right time. Like, you have to do so much, and there's so much ability that is needed. And I guess that's why it's hard. That's why most people don't achieve the coveted things, because it's hard. There's this guy on YouTube, I don't remember it. I think his name is Simon Squibb or something like that. I keep seeing his videos. But his videos are about asking people, like, do you have a dream? And then they'll say, like, oh, I want to start a clothing brand or something. And then he, like, helps them either financially or, like, tells them what to do to start that up. But that knowledge is free. That knowledge of, like, how to start whatever you want to start or do whatever what you want to do is free, and you can just find that on YouTube or in the library, or, like, knowledge is basically free. But the hard part is, like, actually doing it and knowing when to stop learning more when you don't actually need to learn more, and to actually do it. There's two quotes that I think of right now. First one is by Noah Kagan, who I think is he's like an entrepreneur guy. And one of his quotes from, I think, his book is now, not how. So just do the thing. Don't think about, oh, I need to know how to do the thing before I do the thing. Don't think about that. Just do the thing. and learn as you go. I really like that quote. It's actually on my wall right here. The second quote that I'm thinking of is, I think, from Bill Gates, and it's something like, if knowledge was the only thing you needed to be a millionaire, have the perfect body, and be completely fulfilled, if knowledge was the only thing you needed, then everyone would be that way. But knowledge is not the only thing you need. You need to take action on that thing. But basically, life is hard, and you have to do hard things, and you have to take action on things. And if you actually do those things, then you will be rewarded. But people expect you to do those hard things. And that's not necessarily true for everybody. Like, it's not necessarily bad to not do hard things. It's just better. So people expect you to do the hard things. And if you do those hard things, then you'll be rewarded. But if you don't, then, like, I don't know specifically if you don't do hard things, then your life will be bad. But I think it'll definitely be worse than what it could be if you did do hard things. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I think I have enough thoughts in this little knowledge bubble that I've combined together that hopefully you took something away from that. I guess the main thing is to just take action, think now, not how, and yes, people's expectations for you are very high, especially at a young age, but no matter how old you are, just do what you think will move you further along the most. Like, for me right now, the thing that I do every day, which I think will move me along my life the most, is school. Like, I feel like that is a very important thing to do, at least for me right now. So do whatever that is for you. Like, I know there are some people who, like, drop out and go start a business and stuff like that, and for them, that is the thing that can move them along the most at this time. But that's not necessarily what you have to do. Okay, so the second thing that I learned today was kind of just a realization that everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. And 24 hours is quite a long time. Let's say you spend 8 of those hours sleeping, hopefully, and then you still have 16 hours left. Everyone has those same 16 hours, and the way you spend those 16 hours determines, like, your whole life. Like, it's crazy how different people can be just by spending their hours differently. Like I just said, spend your time on the things that move the needle the most and move you forward the most, and that you know will be helpful for you. Like, that's a long time. 24 hours is a pretty long time. So take your time, spend it on good things. Spend your time on good things. It's like time is money. If you are good with how you spend your money, and you think about, like, what will actually genuinely be useful to me, like, what am I going to be using, like, if you spend your money like that, then you should even more spend your time like that. Don't spend your time on useless things that only give you pleasure for one day. Like, don't spend your money on a toy rubber bouncy ball that's only going to give you pleasure for one day. Do you know what I'm saying? Spend your time like you spend your money. Now, this is not to say that if you're spending your money really badly, that doesn't mean you should spend your time this way. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of just rambling in this one. But yeah, I guess my whole takeaway for this video is your action point for today is to spend your time on things that move the needle the most. I guess that's all I have to say. I'm kind of getting lost in the sauce, in my own words, today, so yeah, I'm tired. yeah, I'm posting daily videos just like this one, just talking about what I learned that day and how I'm trying to implement it in my life. So if you want to see videos like that, then subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.